to finish this last start like he did, and once again having the life, having the disposition that he had, I think that's coming a long ways.
Did you see specifically in the fifth inning with the 30 pitches kind of snowballed on him a little bit?
Yeah, that was the inning when all that happened with the bunt and the double steal. But he's done a good job. We've seen it a couple times where he's able to pitch out of those situations. But that's one of the best RBI guys in the game.
He had a few walks that he was 0-2 on some guys, and then obviously what's the key to him fixing that?
That's the next step for him. He's in the lower third of the lineup too, where he has an opportunity. He gets 0-2, and I remember Brady and he having a conversation in early July, and said, you know what, that's where I was a year ago, where I just didn't trust those first two pitches that I got to 0-2 were good enough to throw on the third pitch. And he's probably got the highest percentage of 0-2 waste pitches or non-competitive pitches. And I get not wanting to get burnt 0-2, but 0-2's turning into trying to make too good of a pitch, 1-2 that leads you into a tough count, 2-2 trying to make a perfect pitch still, and then you're behind the 8-ball. And that's happened to him a lot. And you get back 15 pitches throughout the course of the game, and it's a big deal. It's an extra inning for you to stay deeper. You stay stronger.
What do you hope that he takes into this offseason and next year?
Yeah, I think part of it's the feeling of going through a full major league season and understanding what it feels like to pitch in September. Taking a lot of the right steps forward, but part of it's going to be trusting himself to not run from contact too. I mean, that's really what's happening in those 0-2 counts, is go ahead and I'm going to make a really good pitch, try and strike you out, but you put the ball in play, you're probably not going to find the barrel. And it's going to be something I think that all the young pitchers have to get to the point of is not being afraid of contact and trusting yourself, trusting your defense. We've talked about it so many times, but living through, okay, what do I need to do different? You're going to go back and he'll see. The data's going to let him know. And once he takes that step, he's got everything he needs to be very, very good.
What did you think of Eaton's speed just all night around the bases?
Yeah, that play he scored on, there's just only a few players in the league that are going to score on that. I think we got two of them. Most of it's how hard Nate goes all the time. Just his hustle. He's just electric and taking really good at-bats. We challenged him, and I mentioned this earlier, about his two-strike approach, and he's hardly struck out since then. Just shortening up, using the middle of the field, but not giving himself up early in the count, but fighting, using that speed. And when he gets on base, he makes things happen. And so you usually only have to tell him things one time. And he's just a very, very coachable, very eager to learn player who's just, his talent, we knew he was talented when he came in, but we're opening our eyes to maybe something we didn't see.